Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Jeffrey Mills, aka Swedish Jeff 2024, and I'm about to do something I have never done before, which is to do an unboxing video. This is a first for me, so please be gentle. This is, like I said, my first time doing this, and this package arrived about an hour ago, so enough waiting, enough hesitating. Let's just dive in, shall we? All right, here we go. I'm gonna open this up. And, oh, sorry about that. Gonna take a look here. Sorry about that. Let's just take a look at what we got here. Okay, so we're going to turn this round, and here we go. I know that other people have done these videos before, but this is my first time, and of course this is, hang on one second here, it's just the paper that you get with your order, and you got the envelopes with all the team names, which is very cool. And of course, here is the box. Let me make sure we get a better picture of that here. One second here. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Yay! And we have here BM 1981 cards. Yes, this is going to be the 1981 season. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back down here for a minute. And yes, this is the 1981 season. So just bear with me for one moment here, as I'm going to get this open. Okay, so 1 second here. And we'll get this card step. Sorry about that. And just bear with me for 1 minute here. I'll be right with you. So, let's see. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you very much for being patient. And we got some of this here, which is going to give plenty of space. And let's take a look at the guys that we have in this set here. Very first name is Jose Alvarez. Let's see if we can get that. Extreme close-up. Whoa. No. Let's see, Jose Alvarez, I believe this is Atlanta. 1 second here. Check to see which team this is. I don't remember seeing the team name on there. Oh, here we go, ATL. Thank you. Yes, we have Jose Alvarez. Well, that's great. I just got the cards all mixed up. Okay, well, we're just off to a wonderful start right here, right now. So, yeah. No problems, no worries. Wow, this is a hell of an opening. That's one thing for sure, is we're just doing great here. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and we're going to continue on here. Just keep on going. Let's see. Grab some more cards. Okay. We got this. We got this. And we're going to continue. And, okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. These are some of the cards here. As you can see, This is just a hot mess right now. This is just a hot mess. Okay, yeah. You don't see too many unboxing videos like this, do you? No. Let's see. Let's go back here. I mean, this part, look, you know what? This is fun. And it's all about having fun and not taking things seriously. And we're going to be going through these cards anyway, so what the heck. All right, Jose Alvarez. This is Atlanta. And this is the 1981 season. See, that looks pretty nice there. Very good. Jose Lino Alvarez. Let's check out some of these guys here. Brian Asselstein. Who else we got? Stephen Wayne Bedrock Bedrosian. You know, I almost feel like I've got to do this in the voice of Skip Carey. Skip Carey on TBS. Here we have Stephen Wayne Bedrock Bedrosian, who's on the team. We have Bruce Edwin Sr. Eggs Benedict, who is a catcher. And we also have Winston Tommy Boggs, who was no relation to Wade. And we have Larry Bradford. After that, we have Brett Morgan, Bugsy Butler. And that was a trade that I think Atlanta would regret later on. Who else is next? We have Rick Lamar Gummer Camp, mostly remembered for the extra inning game, which has not happened yet. Yeah, that extra inning game, we will never see that again. We'll not see that again with the Manfred Man. And then we have Carol Christopher Chris Chambliss, Henry Eugene Gene Garber, Albert Hall. Now we know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. Hopefully he has filled a hole in the Braves outfit. And then we have Preston Lee Hanna. And no, there was not a Barbera on the team, just FYI. Okay, we have Luis Sanchez Gomez. And then we have Terry Joe Harper. James Robert Bob Horner. And, of course, who could forget Alan Thomas Mad Hungarian Raboski. Glenn D. Yosemite Sam Hubbard, a.k.a. Mother Hubbard. And then we have Brooke Wallace Jake Jacoby. That was also a trade they made, I believe, with Cleveland. The same deal. I believe they sent Brett Butler in that same deal to the Indians for Glenn Barker, if I recall. Let's see. And then we have Rufino de la Cruz Linares. You start doing Skip Carey, that it actually can make your throat go. You start coughing after a while. Richard Keith Mailer. We have Richard Carlton Rick Matula. Larry Dean Foggy McWilliams. I know you're thinking, you're not going to read every single card, are you? Yes, I am. I am going to do a 24-hour, I'm not going to use the restroom at all. I'm not going to eat. No, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. Edward Lee Jr., Eddie Miller. It's Miller time, maybe. John Joseph Jr., the Count Montefusco. Dale Brian Murphy. Dale Murphy. Murph. This is a guy that I believe should be in the Hall of Fame. I believe he has 398 home runs. And he's not in the Hall of Fame because, well, he doesn't have 400. Well, he's 2 away. He's 2 home runs away. Come on. How do you not put him into the Hall of Fame? He had multiple MVPs. Let's take a look at his card here. Oh, that's a nice looking card. And I can't wait to play this season. So then we have Nate Rodney, Philip Nuxie Necro, Larry Owen, and Gaylord Perry. This is one of the best names. Biff Benedict Pocoroba. Biff Pocoroba. If I'm ever checking into a hotel and I want to use a fake name, I'm not using John Smith, I'm not using John Doe, I am going to use Biff Pocoroba. And I know Atlanta also had a guy, Roland Office. These names are just great. You don't have names like this anymore. Raphael, hold hold on 1 second here. I see a spelling error. Rafael Ramirez. That should be Raphael. Oh, did you see that? Rafael. Emilio Raffi. So, wow, I just noticed that. Very interesting. We have Robert Lee Bob Porter, Jerry Royster, Paul Runge, sorry about that, Matt Sinatro. Who else do we have here? Kenneth Earl, Ken Smith, I'm Just Ken. And then we have Whirlybird, Robert Vernon Walk, who was traded to Atlanta, I believe, in the Gary Matthews deal. And then Claudel Washington, rest in peace. Larry Wissington. And then we go from there to the... Oh, what team is that? Let's see, what team is that? Oh, well, what do you know? It's the Chicago Cubs. This is the Chicago Cubs team that wore the pajamas. And I'm going to put Atlanta to the side here. And, you know, Harry Carey was not the broadcaster at this time. This was Jack Brickhouse. And way back, hey! You know, Jack Brickhouse, who I believe would have been as iconic as Harry Carey had he stayed, had he not retired. And hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey here, and welcome to Wrigley Field. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. And Harry Carey, we all grew up with him. And it's funny because he came from St. Louis, and then he did games with the White Sox, and yet is one of the most beloved broadcasters. Cub fans just love him. So we're going to hold off the Cubs for right now. I'm looking around at all these teams here. This is really cool. I know that sounds rather simplistic. It's very cool, you know, but it is, you know, not going to lie. There is one team I want to get to real quick here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going through the cards here. Yeah, I know. I am sloppy. Okay. So this is a team that I am definitely looking forward to playing. If I can just get my camera phone to hold still for a second. Okay, this is the 1981 Philadelphia Phillies here. This was a team that I grew up rooting for. I lived in Philadelphia from 1977 to 79. And I've mentioned this before on the forums. And my dad was in the Navy. We lived in base housing, which was only like a couple of blocks from Veterans Stadium. And you could walk there. Now, you can imagine being a Philadelphia sports fan in the late 70s, where you had the Spectrum, and then you had Veterans Stadium and JFK Stadium, which was mostly used for the Navy, Army game, and a lot of concerts were there. And, you know, the Flyers had won back-to-back Stanley Cups. Sorry if I'm bringing up bad memories for anybody. They have not won a Stanley Cup since 1975. I mean, they have not. The last time the Flyers won a Stanley Cup, Jive Talking was on the top 10, okay? That's how long ago it's been. But they've had great teams. They've been to the Stanley Cup final. They just haven't won anything since then. But all these Philadelphia teams started to do really well. The Sixers, the Eagles, and the Phillies. And I grew up, like a lot of you, in your backyard. You want to do the play-by-play. And my guy was Harry Callis. Harry Callis used to do the games for the Phillies. And, I mean, I had two of my favorite broadcasters are Harry Callis and Harry Carey. And, you know, Harry Callis, there's the young Harry with a voice like this. And then the older Harry, a little more gravelly as he got older. But here we have the young Harry Callis. We have here Martin Eugene Marty Bystrom, who came up as a rookie in 1980, went 5-0 in the month of September. And, of course, we have Stephen Norman Lefty Carlton, a future Hall of Famer for sure. Larry Richard L.C. Christensen, another pitcher that was on the 1980 team. Mark William, Mr. Gadget Davis. And then we have Richard Earl Dick Davis,
A youngster with a budding future.